What if I told you that the real difference between success and failure has nothing to do with talent, luck, or background? What if the true secret to success is something you already have in your hands, yet you waste it every single day? Welcome to Next Level Motivation, where we don't just inspire you, we transform your mindset. Today's story will change the way you see time forever. Listen carefully, because once you understand the value of time, your life will never be the same again.
Time is the only asset you are born with, and it is the only one you can never recover once it's gone. Every morning, life credits your account with 24 brand new hours. Not a minute extra, not a minute less. Everyone receives the same amount. The difference between an average life and an extraordinary one is not intelligence, luck, or connections. It is how those 24 hours are used.
There once lived a young man named Arman in a small town. He was intelligent, capable, and filled with ambition, but he had one silent weakness he never recognized. He believed he had unlimited time. Whenever someone asked about his dreams, he would confidently say, "I'll start tomorrow." Tomorrow became next week. Next week became next month. And slowly, without warning, months turned into years. Arman spent hours scrolling on his phone, watching other people achieve success. He admired entrepreneurs, athletes, and creators. For a brief moment, he felt motivated. But inspiration without action fades quickly. Every night, he promised himself that the next day would be different. Yet when morning came, comfort defeated commitment again. One evening, while sitting outside his house, he noticed his elderly neighbor, Mr. Rahman. The entire town respected him for his wisdom. He had built a small business from nothing and raised his children through discipline and hard work. Despite his age, he still woke up before sunrise and spent his mornings reading and planning. Curious and slightly disappointed in himself, Arman approached him and asked, "How did you become successful? What is your secret?" Mr. Rahman smiled calmly and replied, "My secret is simple. I respected time before time respected me." Arman was confused. "What do you mean?" he asked. The old man pointed toward a large tree nearby and said, "Do you see that tree? I planted it 40 years ago. It began as a tiny seed. If I had postponed planting it, it would not be standing here today. Success works the same way. It grows slowly, but only if you plant the seed early." Arman listened carefully as Mr. Rahman continued. Most people believe success comes from big opportunities. That is not true. Success is built through small, consistent actions repeated over time. Time multiplies whatever you give it. If you give it effort, it multiplies achievement. If you give it excuses, it multiplies regret. That night, Arman could not sleep. For the first time, he realized something painful. He was not lacking talent, he was misusing time. And, unlike money, time cannot be borrowed. The next morning, something changed. He woke up early, not because he felt motivated, but because he felt responsible. He understood that every wasted hour was a piece of his dream disappearing. He began with small changes. Instead of spending 3 hours on social media, he reduced it to 30 minutes. He used the extra time to learn new skills. Instead of complaining about his circumstances, he worked on improving them. He created a daily schedule and followed it, even on days when he did not feel like it. At first, nothing dramatic happened.
There were no immediate results, no applause, no recognition, and this is where most people give up. They expect instant rewards, but time does not reward impatience, it rewards consistency.
Weeks passed, months followed, then an entire year went by. Gradually, Arman began to see growth. His knowledge expanded, his confidence strengthened, opportunities started appearing, not by chance, but because preparation attracts opportunity.
Eventually, he received a job offer from a company he had admired for years. As he walked into the office, he remembered every early morning he forced himself out of bed. He remembered the nights he chose growth over entertainment. That opportunity was not luck. It was time, returning his investment with interest.
The true value of time is not measured by how much you have, but by how you use it. Many people wait for the perfect moment. They say they will begin when they feel ready, when they have more money, or when conditions improve. But the perfect moment does not exist. The only real moment is now.
Imagine two people starting at the same point. One takes small, consistent steps every day. The other waits for the right time to begin. After 5 years, the distance between them will not be small. It will be enormous. Not because one was more talented, but because one understood the power of time.
Time reveals character. It exposes discipline. It tests patience. It rewards persistence. Think about a single drop of water. Alone, it seems weak, but if it falls continuously on the same rock for years, it can carve through stone. That is the power of consistent effort over time.
The secret to success is not hidden in complicated strategies. It lives in daily habits. It lives in how you use your mornings and evenings. It lives in the decisions you make when no one is watching.
Successful people are not always more intelligent. They are more intentional. They protect their time like treasure. They eliminate distractions. They understand that every yes to something unimportant is a no to something meaningful. One of life's biggest illusions is believing you have endless time. When you are young, tomorrow feels guaranteed. But tomorrow is never promised, and even when it comes, it offers fewer opportunities than today. Each day, you are either investing your time or wasting it. There is no neutral ground. Watching one motivational video will not transform your life. Reading one book will not guarantee success. But repeating positive actions daily will reshape your future.
Arman learned another important lesson. Managing time is really about managing priorities. When you say you do not have time, it often means it is not important enough. That truth can be uncomfortable, but it is empowering. Once you accept responsibility, you gain control.
There were days when Arman felt exhausted, days when progress seemed slow, days when he doubted whether his effort was worth it. But instead of quitting, he remembered the tree. Growth happens beneath the surface before it becomes visible above it. Years later, Arman had transformed his life. He built a successful career. He launched a side business. More importantly, he developed discipline. People began asking him the same question he once asked: "What is your secret?" He would smile and say, "I stopped wasting time." But deep down, he knew it was more than that. He had learned to value every minute. He understood that life is not about being busy. It is about being productive. Being busy creates the illusion of importance. Being productive creates results. There is a difference between motion and progress.
You can stay active all day and still remain in the same place. True progress happens when your actions align with your goals.
If you want the real secret to success, here it is. Identify what matters most to you. Then, give it your best hours, not your leftover time. Do not give your dreams the scraps of your day. Give them your focus, your energy, and your discipline.
Time acts like a mirror. It reflects your choices. 5 years from now, your life will reveal how you spent today. Ask yourself honestly, where does your time go? Track it for 1 week. You might be surprised. The small habits you ignore are quietly shaping your future. Never underestimate the power of one focused hour per day. 1 hour of learning, 1 hour of practice, 1 hour of planning. In 1 year, that becomes 365 hours. In 5 years, over 1,800 hours. That is enough time to master a skill, build a business, or completely transform yourself. The difference between regret and pride is often determined by how you used your time. Distractions will always exist. Reasons to delay will always appear. Comfort will whisper that you deserve rest. Fear will whisper that you might fail. But remember this, time does not pause for hesitation. The world belongs to those who move while others wait.
If you truly respect time, you will treat each day as a gift. You will wake up with purpose. You will plan intentionally. You will work with focus. And you will rest without guilt because you earned it.
The value of time is not measured by clocks. It is measured by results, by growth, and by the life you build. One day, everyone looks back and asks whether they used their time wisely. Some feel fulfillment, others feel regret. That outcome is decided long before that moment arrives.
Right now, time is moving forward. The question is simple. Will you let it pass unnoticed? Or will you decide that your time truly matters? You do not need to change your entire life overnight. Just change how you use this hour, then the next, then the next. Small improvements repeated daily create massive transformation.
Success is not complicated. It is the result of consistently respecting time. Plant your seed today. Nurture it with effort. Protect it from distractions. Be patient with its growth. One day, you will sit under the shade of the tree you planted, grateful that you started when you did. Your future self is watching you right now. Make decisions that will make that version of you proud. If this message shifted your mindset even slightly, do not let it end here. Take action. Comment below, I will respect my time. Subscribe to Next Level Motivation for powerful motivational stories, success mindset strategies, and life-changing inspiration. Share this with someone who keeps saying, I'll start tomorrow. Remember, your future is being built today. And here at Next Level Motivation, we do not wait for the right time. We create it. Time is moving forward. Use it wisely.